Welcome to Messages from the Universe with Lori Wondra. Lori is an internationally renowned psychic medium, author, and shamanic practitioner, sharing insights from angels, guides, wisdom keepers, and teachers of the universe that help you navigate life's mysteries and transformations.
Hello, this is Lori Wondra, and thank you for listening. I am energy, and everything is vibrating to me at the energy that I emit. Do you believe that? Do you agree with that? And that everything happens for me, not to me. And if we remember our power and how we experience our life, we become awakened. That's the key to the doorways of the universe. Everything happens for you and not to you. And you are energy, and everything is vibrating to you at the energy that you emit. Now, many say that our doorways are the chakra systems, and it's through this vibration that we release and we attract. But primarily the heart chakra, and I want to talk about the heart chakra today and the primary portals that we have into our existence. A scientifically controlled study conducted by German researchers at the University of Kassel has shown that while the chest area of an average person emits only 20 photons of light per second, someone who meditates on their heart center and sends love and light to others emits an amazing 100,000 photons per second. That's 5,000 times more than the average human being. And numerous studies have also shown that when these photons are infused with a loving and healing intent, their frequency and vibration increases to the point where they can literally change matter, heal disease, and transform negative events. Only 10 minutes of meditating on compassion, on kindness, and on love for others, and you'll see this effect all day, and you'll also impact the world, those around you, the communities. And in the world of vibration, each and every chakra vibrates, and that vibration is measured in frequency. There's an ebb of flow in energy, and as energetic beings, we're expected to be part of that energy. So our chakras spin, and they can either be underactive or overactive. If one is not balanced and other chakras attempt to step in and help that chakra, either help it spin faster or slow it down, there's a disruption in the system. And there are 7 major chakras and 21 minor chakras and 9 additional expanded chakras that we talk about and we know about and we communicate about, but they're continuing to expand and evolve much like we do. Those expanded chakras that come from combinations of the major and minor. So it's only, and the belief is that since we are energetic beings and everything transforms and transmutes and changes, the systems that we need to incorporate that energy will also continue to change. Each chakra has a purpose in our field. So for example, the root chakra supports our survival instincts, our vigor, our self-preservation. It grounds us. It supports our self-esteem. It actually creates momentum and energy for us to move our physical bodies. It corresponds to our spinal column, our legs, our feet, our kidney system, our immune system, our blood, rectum, and the male sex organs, and the bladder. On the musical scale, it is represented as the note of C, and it is the color of red. And on the vibrational scale, our root chakra vibrates to 396 hertz. And numerically, if I reduce that number by adding 3 plus 9 plus 6, I get 18. If I reduce the 1 plus the 8, I get 9. So numerically, that vibration of 396 hertz reduces to the number 9, and 9 is a gateway for release and entry of energy. So as far as that root chakra, it reminds us that we must feel grounded and secure to create the momentum and the movement in our life to move forward. It's the force of energy. We've been hearing so much about grounding and connecting to earth. Well, this is why. Now the heart also vibrates to the same reduced number of 9. So does the crown chakra. The root, the heart, and the crown all anchor us and also thrust us out into the world of energy through the portals that create that success and joy and happiness and adventure and, of course, vibrational advancements. The other chakras are supporting systems. So for example, the sacral and the throat chakras, those vibrate to a reduced number of number 3. The solar plexus and the third eye vibrate to the reduced number of number 6. And in sacred geometry, we talk about 3s and 6s and of course 9s. We focus quite a bit on the heart chakra, and the heart chakra vibrates to 639 hertz. Many believe it is 528 hertz, but 528 hertz is actually the heart chakra of Mother Earth, but it's our human being, it's our solar plexus. And the best way to connect to the vibration of Mother Earth and to connect with the transformation and healing powers of our original DNA is to lay upon the ground with your belly upon Mother Earth. You've done this as a child, and it's the most natural thing to do, but as adults, we walk, we sit, we often lay on our backs outside, but we don't put our bellies right on Mother Earth. And for some of you, it's not practical to just go lay on the ground, especially in winter season or cold seasons. But that is a way that we can connect. The solar plexus connects us to Mother Earth and her energies, but the heart chakra connects us to the heart of the universe and helps bring that energy to us. And that energy is about connecting relationships. It's about love and calm and peace and compassion. It's about forgiveness and self-acceptance. And it's about weaving our relationships together because we know we're stronger with others than we are individually. It corresponds to our heart, our physical heart, our circulatory system, our blood, our rib cage, our lungs, our diaphragm, our thymus, our esophagus, our breasts, our arms, hands, and shoulders. And it vibrates to the color of green, and the vibrational measured frequency is 639. And so if I reduce that by saying 6 plus 3 plus 9 is 18. If I reduce that further, 1 plus 8 is 9. It is a gateway. So the heart and the root are gateways, just as the crown is. And some questions for you to review to know if your heart chakra is spinning too fast or too slow or not open at all is, do you accept yourself for who you are, or do you lack self-love? Do you go above and beyond to try to present something that you're not? That might be a heart chakra that's too open. Do you feel that you're not worthy of living life fully, or do you feel stifled, a lack of freedom in your life? Are you indecisive because you can't make up your mind? Do you have a hard time saying no to people or putting up boundaries that are healthy for you? Do you have a fear of being rejected or abandoned? Are you envious or jealous of what other people have? And how do you know when your heart chakra is balanced? Well, you feel curious about life and new experiences. You're not afraid to take risks. You're not afraid to just explore. The root chakra is also a 9, and that's going to keep you anchored, so it's important that those stay balanced. But the heart, to be balanced, you're consciously awake. You know what is right and not always what is normal. You have very diversified interests. You feel free and ready to expand yourself even more. And you can love again, and you can love freely. You can give and receive love without expectations, fears, or strings attached. And this is the energy that is being called to the present forefront, feeling free to expand our fields, having diversified interests, and loving openly and freely. So why do we focus on the heart chakra so much? In our layers of energy, there is more to us than our physical body. There is more to the purpose of those layers that surround our physical body, and we are becoming more curious of what those fields are to us, why they exist, their purpose, and then the desire to utilize their energy. The heart chakra is a gateway, but a gateway to what? If you've listened to some of my previous podcasts, you've heard me talk about our physical body, our etheric plane, our emotional body, our mental body, our spiritual body. But then there's more beyond that. We start talking about the astral body. That's the subtle body between the intelligent soul and the mental body. That's composed of this astral energy that helps us connect to the planets. And beyond this layer is the etheric template. And the etheric template contains all the forms that exist on the physical plane, but it's a blueprint of the template. It's the essence of the soul, like a negative before the print. And we connect our earthly root chakra, our personal root chakra, to the galactic root chakra. to access our purpose, destiny, contracts, agreements, missions, and that understanding or the exploration of why we're here and what's next. But beyond that layer is the celestial body and the causal body. The celestial body is any natural body outside of the Earth's atmosphere. So the examples would be the moon and the sun and the planets of our solar system or asteroids. And that connects us to the galactic solar chakra, that 528 hertz. Mother Earth is connected to the galactic. Mother Earth is a planet, so it would make sense that she would be connected to the moon and the sun and all the other planets. But misalignment of our chakras throws us off. And anytime we have these planetary shifts and our chakras are not balanced, we struggle with the energy, especially the moon energy. Now, the causal body is the highest in the innermost body that veils the Atman or our true soul. And some would describe the Atman as the spiritual life principle of the universe, especially when regarded as inherent in the real self of the individual. It's your psyche. It's your self, innermost self, your innermost being, your true being, your essence, your life core. It is your center of resource energy. And that's why I've named my business Your Life Core. The connection of your heart to the galactic heart is the gateway of the causal body. It is here in this open state of giving and receiving that we feel most alive and vibrant. It is what we knowingly and sometimes unknowingly strive for. It's what the soul or the Atman knows, and the soul always seeks to go home. The soul always knows. So what is this universal love? What is this expanded chakra? We talk a lot about our heart chakra. It's in the middle of the chest. It's that fourth chakra. It's green and it vibrates to 639. But what's this expanded chakra? What's this chakra 8? This is where understanding of our emotions are really felt and understood. This is the healing of the emotional memories and the wounds of childhood, DNA, past lives, ancestral wounds. Emotions are our compass and help direct the soul on the path. But there's also galactic wounds, galactic memories, galactic emotions. And sometimes those are overwhelming and it confuses us. When our emotions don't align to where we are in the universal timeline, we feel lost, stuck, overwhelmed, and restless. And some of you may have heard me say the timelines have all shifted. Well, the timelines and the energy forces of the universe have to remain in alignment. And so sometimes there is an adjustment. And sometimes that makes us feel off. And this offness has us question our purpose, our emotions, our relationships, our careers, our very existence. This expansion throws us. This is because we're receiving space, and in that space are new codes and keys that are coming in from the universe, and that confuses us. The 8th chakra ties us to the universal love. It is impacted and governed by the moon and the feminine energies of the universe, and it's tied to karmic understanding. As we heal our heart chakras spin faster and broader, but a closed heart chakra will prevent the evolution of healing. It'll prevent these codes and keys from coming in. And often during heart healing, we'll feel heart palpitations, our heart will begin racing, or we'll experience this heart pain. That's the physical body, and that's responding to the energetic charge. But as the heart chakra, the number 4th, heals and expands and it connects to the 8th chakra, it creates energy. It creates this, I call it popping open of the heart, where you just feel this state of bliss because we're connecting to a higher space of energy beyond us. The 8th chakra, this universal heart, when connected to us and our chakras are all balanced, we connect to the overall galactic source. And this is where new information is pummeling us right now. And this is where I say it's kind of all hands on deck. The ascended masters, the archangels, the astral beings, and those that are star seeds here on earth, the Sirians, the Pleiadians, Ashtar's command, the Arcturians, all of these groups have deep connections with planet Earth and is why they regularly step in to help and to help forward us. Some of you have reached out to me saying you have this intensity the sense of loneliness, of the feeling like you don't belong to your earth family. You also have an expanded fascination about the stars. You feel like you can't get enough information about astrology or the tribes. This is your soul or your star siblings, your star tribes reaching out to you, drawing you into that energy, saying it's time to wake up to that. It's a magical time right now. All those number 11s that you see, 1111 or 111, that's the 11th dimension. These are the high angelic angels and elevated angels that are there to create, govern, and remind us of the gateways of the universe. They're actually there to remind us to do the work. They often govern the gateways. And so if you're not ready or you're not doing the work, you simply will not be allowed to enter. Do the work. And what is that work? Well, it's the work of the heart. Because now we're starting to see 12 and 12th dimension. Well, those are the white royal overseers. It's the band of angelic beings that oversee goodness, where white means pure and holy and clean and clear. But to access through that energy point, you have to do the work. You have to heal those ancestral wounds. You have to heal those imprints and understand your emotions. You have to understand your humanness, and that those triggering moments or those judgments you have are a human moment, but you get to work through them and move through them. And at 13, we connect with the many races from this dimension. Lyrian is one that comes to mind. They're more feline. And I've just noticed all the cat videos and cat information that's just perpetuating the internet now. These are born leaders and very diplomatic. They establish a gateway that reminds us you can't go beyond here without doing the work. Also here are the Arcturians. The Arcturians is known to be the 5th dimensional civilization, and some believe a prototype for the future Earth. They're highly intelligent, technology advanced, they teach love, and they're attracted to healing on many, many levels. They're one of the tribes that I work and have been working with very closely for years. They also work very closely with the Ascended Masters and the Galactic Command. They team and they partner, and they don't approach things from a singular place, but from a holistic place. And that's what is coming into us now in the energy fields that are coming through this galactic heart. And the galactic heart, that just represents that our galaxy is a hub of extraordinary activity and interactions between many, many different intergalactic civilizations. Some believe that another entry point to our universe is through Sirius, and that's a major stargate. And we talk about that a lot during the Lion's Gate time, is when that stargate opens. But the Arcturians, the Lyrians, the Ascended Masters, the Archangels, the Palladians, all of those beings are here to help us, and they're focusing in the heart because they want to connect with us. They want to help us gain access, and they don't want us to be in emotional pain. They teach us whatever is happening is simply what's happening. It's not right, it's not wrong, it's not good, it's not bad, and all those value judgments that we place on it, and then we pretend that our value judgment is what's true. Our value judgment is just a value judgment, and all of our value judgments are conditioned. They are based on where you are in the evolution of your heart and your connection with Mother Earth and your connection with the universe. You will hear me in my sound healing and drum circles calling in and acknowledging Grandfather Universe, which is where this universal heart gateway exists, the gateway to the galactic heart. It is here that all is balanced, at peace and right. This is where we are evolving to understand, experience, and utilize. And I'm going to take us back to just 10 minutes a day of heart meditation. Cast that energy out into the universe that helps all of us expand our heart fields. And for some of you, you feel like you've been doing this work forever and you're tired. I think going forward, we'll hear more healers talking about spiritual exhaustion, healers' exhaustion, because we've been doing this work for so long. So how do we know when we're making progress? How do we know when we are transforming and our spiritual growth and ascension is actually ascending and we're actually growing? Well, one, we move from outer to inner awareness very quickly. That spiritual growth is accompanied with psychic, emotional, physical, and mental changes on our inner senses as we wake up. And we move from negativity to positive transformation. I'm not saying you won't experience any negativity, but you will more quickly move from a negative feeling to something more positive. You will know what it feels like to be off in the heart or to not be in that gateway of love. And keep in mind, we live here on third dimension, on planet Earth. So you're not just going to float off into space, into another dimension. You're here, but you can access those dimensions. And the minute your vibration is off, you won't be allowed in. And 3, you'll move from stress to peace. And who doesn't want to be in a more peaceful living arena? You'll move from anger to understanding. You'll move from victim to being a magical being. You'll move from pity to respect. You'll move from guilt to self-transformation, from disease to health and wellness, from hunger to contentment, from ego to humility, from selfishness to love and selflessness, from illusion to truth, and from living here in this place of true, pristine heart energy. If you have a practice of meditating on a regular basis, you might find that you don't need 10 minutes. The reason that we often start with a meditation that's simply 10 minutes is because it takes a while to shut out the external noise, quiet the chatter in the mind, and just come to center and be at peace. So today, before I leave, I'm not going to do a 10-minute meditation, but I am going to give you a blast of love in opening the heart, knowing that you are free to accept and to receive the energy from the Galactic Center, the heart of the Galactic Center, the frequency and the vibration of all that is there to connect to you, all that is here in your heart, so that you can receive. This is Lori Wondra of Your Life Core, and thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to Messages from the Universe. For information about Lori Wondra's current events or to schedule a private session, visit her website, yourlifecore.com. You can also subscribe to her monthly newsletter. Lori also shares inspirational and informational messages on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Thanks again for listening.